Barry selecting good spots to make raises, and it's working out for him to the tune of almost $150,000. He's tops of the table in both aggro factor at 2.7 and continuation bet at 100% through 83 hands. Now, if it were mathematically possible, Barry would continuation bet more than 100% of the time.
It's a new math thing. Raheem straddling, so the loose cannon, first act, and folds. Viffer's out. Barry, ace-jack. Raises to 2,500. Action folds over to Chow.
Anybody want to bet Barry continuation bets the flop?
Chow calls.
Steam call. Steam call.
So what kind of call is that?
I think Rick's actually decided he doesn't want to have to carry all those chips home with him.
They can get a bit heavy in your fanny pack.
Having a fanny pack's a bigger problem than having chips.
The flop. Ace-7 queen. Check by Chow, top pair.
Rick's also got a pair.
And checks.
They both check.
And Barry does c-bet.
Continuation betting with the best hand. Top pair, best kicker.
Chow calls.
Since Chow called pre-flop with an ace, he probably wouldn't get away from it for just one bet. He's got serious kicker problems.
Over to He Hate Money, who calls.
He Hate Money got by far the worst of it.
The turn. The king of diamonds. Check by Chow.
Rick has picked up flush and gutter ball draws at this point, but a diamond would not be good for him.
Rick fires 17,000.
Barry's still got the best hand, and he's picked up more outs to the flush, as well as a gut shot.
You will sign the book when you take all my chips, right?
Barry calls.
That's Barry's way of saying, yes, Rick, I will sign your book.
Chow folds.
Oh, man.
So now down to 2 on the river. The 8 of clubs.
Neither player's hand improves.
Oh, man.
Rick's still stuck with a pair of 7s.
Check.
Rick checks. Barry checks. And wins.
Yeah, that's good.
Barry doesn't see the need for a value bet.
So Barry picks up a pot worth more than $57,000. He has profited nearly $60,000 in the last 2 hands.
Oh, how you running, Barry?
With the nut flush redraw.
Playing good.
Yeah.
Running good. Life is good. Is that all the goods? Is there any more?
Obviously didn't play that good. I checked the river. Checked the river with the best hand. How good can I be playing?
Take one look at your chip stack, Barry. That should give you some indication. We're back with more after this. Welcome back to the PokerStars.net big game. Hand 87 out of 150. Barry Greenstein straddles, so action on Antonio with pocket aces.
Always nice to wake up with 2 pieces of ace.
Raised to 2,400. Chow folds. 9 high for Rick Raheem. On the button. Folds.
I'm amazed.
Not my kind of hands, just my kind of game.
8-7 offsuit. The loose cannon's out. Queen, queen, uh-oh.
Viffer could get in some real trouble here.
Just calls, and Barry folds.
Does anyone else feel it getting cold in here?
The flop. Queen, deuce, 9. Viffer flops a set.
This was going to be a cold deck either way, but this is just ice cold.
And he slow plays it. Checks over to Esfandiari.
Antonio's in a very tough spot. Impossible to know he's beat right now.
That's 3,400.
Viffer's in a great spot. He's got the nuts right now.
Comes over the top to 10 grand.
Very difficult to get away from this hand. There just aren't a lot of ways to be beaten, and there are a lot of draws out there that Viffer could be betting. Since Antonio has the ace of hearts, he knows Viffer isn't on the nut flush draw. That may help him a little, but even still, it's tough to get away from a hand like this, especially against an aggressive player like Viffer.
Antonio re-raises to $28,000.
It's pretty understandable to not be able to fold there, but by raising, you're only giving your opponent 2 options, fold or shove on you. If you're ahead, you don't want him to fold, and if you're behind, you don't want him to shove.
Viffer shoves.
Oh, it's so sick.
Antonio probably has a pretty good idea. He's beat now. It's been over 90,000 put in on this flop when there was only 7K to begin with. Pretty tough to imagine now that one pair would be good, but Antonio may feel as if he's pot committed.
This would be for the rest of Antonio's stack.
Viffy, Viffy, Viffy. Probably got me, you know? But I'm pretty tilted and steamed.
Antonio calls.
Want to run it twice?
Whatever you want.
We'll run it twice.
Deal.
I have 3 queens.
God, you just own me, Biff. You really do.
Looks like the magician's about to get the rabbit pulled out of his hat.
So they've agreed to run it 2 times. We will see the turn and the river twice, each time playing for half the pot.
Antonio's apparently agreed with himself to not show his aces to the table.
Jack on the turn.
Chow folded an ace, so you can see Antonio's got 1 out singular.
The first river card. 3 of clubs. Viffer wins half the pot.
Oh, I think I'm gonna quit. Oh. It's not your day. It's not your day. Right, Chow Chow?
Yeah. Me and you and
It's not your day.
Sambo.
It's not my day. I think it's time for me to go.
Me and you, Sambo. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Do you have outs?
I definitely have outs.
Run number 2, 10 of hearts.
It's a very good card for me.
Antonio can hit hearts now.
Looking for outs. That can't be too bad.
Do you have flush?
It's a very good card.
The river. Antonio is saved.
Ship it.
He's still here.
Oh, my God.
I don't want you to leave here.
Oh, my God. I'm staying. I was about to quit.
Wow. Somehow the magician manages to saw that pot in half.
You had me steam, kid. I stuck it in with aces, 80,000, you know?
You can add escape artist to the magician's resume now, but he's still stuck close to 60 grand. Barry and Viffer are up huge while Chow continues to struggle, and the loose cannon is down almost 23 grand.
He's not in danger territory yet, but Troy's still going to have to step it up if he wants to walk away a winner. I really mean it this time.
So Antonio survives to live another day after catching that lucky river. Meanwhile, our loose cannon has made up some ground, but he still has a ways to go. Will he get there? Join us tomorrow to find out. I'm Amanda Leatherman saying goodbye for now, and remember, if you've got the cash and the guts, there's always a seat open at the big game. See you next time.
If you want to appear on the big game and be a loose cannon, simply log on to PokerStars.net. There are free qualifying tournaments every day. For Joe Stapleton, I'm Chris Rose. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Are you happy about
I'm
that?
doing great.
You're happy.
I was about to quit. And I
I'm
never
doing
quit.
great also. I actually had a chance to embarrass Antonio again.
Yeah. I was worried for you there.
So was I.
But what about me?